finally we got the stuff working.
I know, right? What's going on, man?
So Gabriel, you're out of El Monte.
El Monte, California.
El Monte, sorry.
El Monte. El Monte. You gotta say it with respect. El Monte.
El Monte.
No, Monte. Yeah.
El Monte is deep. I feel like El Monte has a lot of culture and a lot of heritage. Like
It
a
does,
lot of
man.
history.
It does. It's. I mean, to be technical, it's the end of the Santa Fe Trail, I guess they say. You know, so it's been around for a long time, man. They had the Ringling Brothers Circus there, I think.
Okay.
They trained the lions there. They had a bunch of rose farms there as well. So that has a lot of history. And that in South Monte. So, yeah.
And were you born and raised there?
No, I was born actually in Long Beach. I was born like here down the street. Then we moved to East Los. And from East Los, we went to El Monte. And El Monte, I started my life like around like 6 years old and stuff like that. So
Okay, so pretty much raised.
yeah,
in
pretty
El
much
Monte.
raised there. Yeah, pretty much in Monte. Yeah.
It's a trip how where our parents' land kind of like dictates a lot of our
Of
upbringing,
who we-
right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm kind of blessed to been raised the way I was raised. I guess it's a quick story. My dad and my mom, they actually were from two different marriages, and they actually ended up finding each other, and then they had me. But my dad was already successful in his own way and stuff like that, and then he had 3 older kids, but they went to private school and had a better life and stuff like that. I came with my mom and my 2 brothers, and it wasn't right, but I'm grateful. We kind of went through like the bad parts, you know what I mean, of living in a 1-bedroom apartment and stuff like that, and sharing a house of like 2 teenagers and 1 little kid, and basically like a single mom with like 2 jobs. So yeah, I'm grateful.
I feel like it's not unique to us, but it's very common
Yeah.
to us to live like, and there's a stigma, right? That was 20 Mexicans in a house. But yeah, I remember living in the living room till probably I was 10 or 12 till I got my own room. But I feel like it's a blessing in a way, right? Because you're more closer to your brothers, to your siblings. So it's kind of like, yeah, there's not so much economic benefits, but there's also like a unity part that everybody's together.
And that's for sure, because I remember growing up with my brothers, like they would watch out for me, especially my older brother Robert. He'd make sure like, hey man, don't let nobody mess with you. Like if anybody mess with you, I'll mess with them myself and stuff like that. And it creates a stronger bond because you don't have that father figure at the time. My dad didn't show up until like I was like he was around, stopped by, just like any other guy that's going through a rough patch with his actual wife, but then stop hopping by to visit his, you know what I mean? You mean his son or whatever on the side, you know? And so it was just a rough patch, but I didn't see him until like I was in 9th grade, but I don't blame him for that or anything like that now. I mean, I'm good in that sense because I was raised with my brother and my grandfather, and they showed me a different, just different, man. Just I guess I appreciated it more.
So was your brother going through the same thing with his dad, or the other dad was involved?
You know what? None of our dads were really involved, bro. Like,
so he was going through it the same way you were, but he was there for you.
Yeah, exactly. But he was the oldest one. He was part of a gang here in Long Beach, which is crazy. And then ended up becoming over there too as well. But he has a great story. He has like a blood in blood out kind of story.
Yeah.
And ended up getting in trouble. All right, so he got in trouble with his now compadre now, in El Monte, and then had to go to court, and then he had to graduate early, and then sign up to the Marines. He signed up to the Marines like when he was like 17, so it was kind of crazy for him. So, but it's a humbling experience, but I'm cool. Makes me stronger, I guess, and it makes me appreciate what I have now and my family now. So it's awesome.
I feel like older brothers have it pretty tough because they're
the firstborn.
They're the firstborn,
Yeah.
and it's like you have all these other siblings, little sisters, little brothers. That's a big responsibility.
Yeah, for sure.
And shout out to the older brothers.
No,
I guess.
yeah, shout out to them. Shoot, shout out to all the older siblings that take care of their younger siblings. These are awesome.
Yeah, it's a big resresponsibility. My grandma had 14
Oh
kids.
shit, that's crazy.
7 boys, 7 girls.
That's crazy. My grandma had 16 kids. That's crazy, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know the
No
older
tenían
siblings,
televisiones back then.
they didn't, bro.
There's no direct TV back then, huh?
And
That's funny.
no epidurals, no
No,
nothing. But the older kids would take care of the younger kids, and that was
Yeah.
the way, right? And growing up was a different time too.
Yeah, for sure. My mom's the oldest out of all her brothers and sisters, and it's crazy because she had a crazy story too. So she was the oldest and taking care of all these kids, and my grandfather would like kind of like lend off or pawn, not sell, but like hey, pues te presto a un niño o a un chamaco para que, you know what I mean, so they could help you out with your farm or your daily chores and stuff like that. So my mom, like, she had a crazy story too, man. Like she was good. She was the oldest, and once she became of age, I think it was like 16 or 17 to work. Then she went off to like an uncle's house to go help out their farms, and that's my mom's from Tepic Nayarit, so it's,
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
down south.
yeah, yeah. There's like farm life and stuff like that back then.
That's why it's like it's. I always feel like everybody has a story, and everybody try not to judge, right? Because
No, yeah,
there's so many variables. We don't know what somebody went through growing up, and uh, you know, some people had it really bad,
yeah,
and
man.
and you know, it's unfortunate the luck of the draw, and all the stuff they've been going through, and that's why, you know, sometimes you just gotta, I mean, not judge, right? Because we don't
Yeah.
know what they've been through.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, not judge in a sense, but also like have that recollection of yourself and your past, and like, hey, well, that's what I went through too. So I kind of feel for that person. I kind of know a little bit with that situation, and it kind of feels good though too, like knowing like, hey, mejor no le hablo así porque amor se va a ofender, pero hablarle
Yeah.
quedito, you know. So,
Yeah, especially if they're sensitive, you gotta
yeah,
be careful.
for
Because
sure.
some people have very sensitive
Oh
skin,
yeah, for sure.
and it goes back to their trauma, to their upbringing.
Yeah,
Somebody once said, you know, there's a saying, treat people how you want to be treated.
yeah,
And I love the way that somebody else said, treat people like if it was you, just with different decisions you had made.
eso sí. Yeah.
So if that guy's homeless on the street, that's you.
Oh yeah.
But he made a couple different decisions than you in life
That made him be homeless.
that
and-
made him be
yeah,
homeless,
for
or
sure.
made him be an addict, or made him stay at your house, you know.
Yeah.
And that always, you know, me having kids, I always think about how I treat people, because I wouldn't want, you know, somebody treating my kids bad.
Yeah.
And in general, you know, in good faith, just treating people with decency, and just understanding, right, of their situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's frustrating because you see people like, ponte las pilas, or like, fuck, snap out of it.
it.
But-
I mean, when honestly, if I see an able body on the street asking for feria, I don't give them to them, bro. Honestly, I don't. If I see
What
you,
if their
you're-
mind's not able?
Hey, bro, if I see you, if I see you, you look young, you have your arms, you have your limbs and everything. Hey, man, you know, this is probably one of those guys that collects feria and he's in his BMW in the back, counting it up. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows? Maybe you gotta look more dirty or something. I don't know, for me to give you feria, but
Oh, they're trying to sell you gold.
yeah,
their
oh
watches,
my God, I've had so many guys.
Actually,
Right now,
had that happen to me.
gold right now.
Yeah.
Give me $50. $50. What the also? How's
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But no, but for the most part, like if I see them hurting and stuff like that, oh yeah, you know, it depends too. Like if they tell me, hey man, you know, can I get some change or whatever? What do you need it for? Oh, for food. Seriously, like, all right, cool. And I'll see the jacket amongst you. I'm gonna get you some food right now. You sure? It's not for booze or anything? You know what? Yeah, man, it's for like yeah, man, it's for a beer. I'm using it for a beer. All right, cool. Don't trip. I'll go in there now. I'll go buy my 3-pack. You know what I mean? Like, at least be honest to me, you know? Like if you're gonna
Yeah.
ask for my money, at least be honest, you know? But yeah, for sure, able-bodied people, no way. Ponte chingale, ponte las pilas.
One time I had a guy at the street light, and he was asking for food or money, and for some reason I had like snacks or I don't know. I had a bunch of snacks, so I opened it up and I was like, "Here." And he goes, "No, I can't. I'm diabetic."
What the
But
hell?
I'm like,
Get
bro,
the-
I know the alcohol is not fucking.
Chingus, dude, I would have been mad, bro. I would've
Is
been
El
mad.
Monte like packed with homeless, or is it chill?
You know what? We do have a homeless problem. It sucks to know that we do have a homeless problem. I could really go down each street and tell you, hey, there's this guy there, there's that guy, but it's like a consistent homeless people, I guess. Like they live there. It's
Okay.
like you know them. It's not a rampant different people. Like, oh, that's that guy with that crazy hat, or that's that guy that goes around with the carrito like that way, you know. But it still sucks, and especially right now. It's cold. It's super cold, man.
You know what's a trip that growing up when I was in middle school, and this is probably like 2000 or 1999. There was always one homeless guy, and everybody knew him, right? It was one white guy that was homeless, like in the whole city,
Yeah.
and we all passed by him, and it was cool, right? You just stayed away from him. Don't take any candy from him. But but now, I feel like everybody has a family member that's homeless.
Yeah, man.
Like I feel like it's deteriorating. Like
Yeah.
our nucleus family, we all know somebody that's borderline homeless or homeless,
Yeah.
or on the streets with fentanyl or all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
But back then,
It wasn't like
there
that.
was one homeless guy and
Yeah.
everybody knew who he was.
Yeah.
Everybody stayed away from him.
Yeah.
But now, dude, there's like every family has a homeless person, or every family has, somebody on the street.
Yeah.
And it's like we're going downhill, which is crazy.
It's al revés, and it sucks, man. It's all the way around. It sucks, man. The economy. I mean, the whole thing where like they stop trying to give out food stamps to people and stuff like that. I think it adds to it. It adds to it, But
A lot of people are down on their luck, and dude, you go to Chipotle, it's like $50 for 2 bowls.
Neta que sí,
Dude, and it's like,
Sí.
fuck. Like,
Yeah, it's
you know?
like I could honestly make this at my house, but I don't want to right now. I don't have time. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Little Caesars, bro. They've been holding it down.
But for $5.99 or $5.
I think it's probably $5.99 or $6.99.
Yeah,
But
$6.99.
me and my cousins, we grew up on Little Caesars growing up.
Crazy,
Hey,
yeah.
5 bolas, vamos por la pizza, And the breadsticks were $1, and it's like,
Yeah,
it's tough. It's a tough situation, and that's why I'm always a big advocate for business,
yeah,
for entrepreneurship,
yeah.
because I feel like it's the only way out. Having a business.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, but it's a good way to be, I guess, free. Feel free from that rat race, free to do what you want when you really want. But you got to work hard at it. That's for sure. My dad had the shop for a good minute. And he would always give back. He would always try to give back and stuff like that. It's crazy because we went through Jack in the Box one time, my mom, and we gave the guy was asking for feria or whatever, and I was like, yeah, we need some food. My mom ends up buying him food, and so we go up to him, we give him the food, he grabs the food and just throws it on the floor, and it's like, dude, like what, like dude, like que cabrón, and the thing that pissed me off more. Because I wanted a cheeseburger, and my mom didn't want to pay for the extra cheese. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And he got a cheeseburger, and I was pissed. Like, he got cheeseburger and onion rings. Like, why do you get that? Like, what about me? Like, no, se la tiró la piso, dude. Oh man, my mom was pissed off.
Damn, what's up with the homeless over there?
Yeah,
Monte, bro, they're active over there.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. This is when I was 6, bro. I mean, I don't know. People are crazy. People are crazy over there, but.
Did you in El Monte, like you guys have the tire shop?
Correct.
And your dad ended up coming back in the picture, and starting that business.
Yeah. So my dad came from he was from Aguascalientes. He was from Aguascalientes. He went to Monterrey. Worked as a kid, like he was like 10 years old or 12 years old. Ended up selling like periódicos and loteria tickets. Ended up getting some feria from a loteria ticket that he already bought. And then from there, went to Mexicali, moved in with an aunt, sold pumpkin seeds and pumpkins. That's how he made his feria. Came to LA, started working for Firestone. And when he worked for Firestone, El Jefe liked them, gave him his own little side work, started selling out of the swap meet. And that's how he started opening Johnny's from then. That was like in 1985. So from 1985 to 2016, 17. He's had Johnny's and he had some other shops. Actually, just to find out, he had other shops too as well. But
he was partnering up with other people.
Yeah. He was partnering up with people. But he didn't show up until I was a freshman. Until once he was like done with our wife and his relationship with his other kids or whatever. That's when he finally showed up because he bought us a house. which was great, which was awesome, you know. But the time being, it was only us, my mom, my two brothers, and my grandfather, and one bedroom apartment, like I said earlier, and that's how that rode. And and it was cool, and it wasn't. Everybody knew who my dad was, and everybody assumed just because he had a shop and he had Fedia and he had this,
Now,
and he was like, well, why don't you have the newest shoes? Well, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? And the thing is, though, it's like it's hard to say, because my dad's not around, you know. And then I mean, you didn't want to ask because then you get slapped, you get hit, because you don't want whatever you said affect the relationship between your mother and your father, what they had.
so you felt like you could either make it worse or make it better.
Yeah, exactly. And because then on top of that too, you had my brothers working at the shop. So my dad would pay them. Like, I'm guessing, bro. My dad would pay them, and everybody was getting like a piece of the pie, right? I guess you could say, you know. And so yeah, I just never asked questions, which sucked. That's what I did have, like a little bit of resentment of trying to find out before he passed away if why, like, you know, like why weren't you around more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but he showed up my freshman year. We started trying to mend our relationship and try to get better and stuff like that. And it's thanks to him that put me to work when I was 6 in the swap meet at 10 or whatever at the swap meet, rolling tires. I mean, that's what I became today, you know.
And
So,
that time you would spend with them at the shop.
yeah, so that time it'd be work / this is your time spending with your dad. So it'd be either at home without him, or you'd have to go to the shop and go work, but that's you spending time with him. So
Did he acknowledge you like a father and son, or was it like just work?
it was. I think now like reflecting on it, I think it was more like, fuck, like I guess I gotta watch him. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's here, I gotta spend some time with him, you know? Because I mean, you know how it is, bro. Some people have kids and they didn't expect it, and it is what it is, you know. That's the outcome of it. But
It's hard. I feel like sometimes they don't know how to be a father, depending on their upbringing too. Because that's what I hear a lot, from people, and it's like they didn't. Sometimes they were never told by their parents, "Oh, I love you," or get a kiss,
bro,
or get a hug.
yeah, bro. My dad, yeah, my dad wouldn't say that. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. No, until I got older, then he started telling me that he loved me. Then he started saying stuff like that, and I feel as he grew, and his other sons grew out of the house and out of being in touch with them and talking to them and stuff like that, I think that our bond got closer, and I think he's seen where my heart was at, and trying to help him out and trying to do the right thing, you know. Even when I got the shop, I ended up buying the shop off of him. He didn't give it to me, which is like, what? He didn't give it to you? Like, nah, I was working union. I was working for the laborers union. I was working out of 1184. Shout out to 1184. Yeah, buddy, Riverside. Anyways, I was doing that. I was doing asphalt for it was like down the street for, I forgot the name right now. Anyways, and I was saving my buckets and stuff like that, and then I was just working there. And my dad's like, hey, you know what? Well, I'm gonna give you the shop. Why don't you stop what you're doing? Because I'd actually help on the weekends. Like, no, you're not gonna give me the shop. I'll buy it off you. He's like, no, I'm not gonna sell it to you. I have 5 older brothers. You know, if anything happens, whatever, we're all gonna fight. I mean, I've seen it before. Like, no, I'll buy it. But first, you got to tell all my other brothers that this is the opportunity you're gonna give everybody else. He's like, no, but I'm gonna give it to you. Like, no, I'm gonna buy it. I said, I'm gonna buy it. And so it went on. Everybody said, cool. I even called all my brothers except for one, which is the one that
You did not want to have that conversation.
No, man. That guy hated me, man. Like I said, he's the one that went to private schools. He had it all, bro. I mean, that guy was supposed to be a Huda. That guy was supposed to be the one, like to carry the name and everything, you know. But yeah.
Destiny had a different.
Yeah, Destiny had a different path.
Different plan.
Yeah. So then I ended up buying the shop off of him, but just the shop, just the material stuff, tires, the tire machines and stuff like that. Why'd I buy that? Just because I knew it, you know. and just because I knew the potential it might have one day, I knew that it could become more, and just because I've been around El Monte for so long, I want to say I'm a staple. I mean, I'm not a good one at times,
Yeah.
I drink, I party sometimes, but I'm trying to change my ways and trying to do better. But for the most part, it's cool, man. It's fun.
So you took over the business, and you still had to work with your brothers as
No, no,
co-workers, or
no. By this time, they had already gone and started doing their own things. They started doing their own stuff. One of them became a bail bondsman. Another one he started working in jewelry. And then my other brother became a correctional officer. And then the one that didn't like me was I don't know what he became, but right now he's like a pastor right now. Now he's changed his way
a
too.
pastor?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it always the ones closer to God that are not so godly?
Yeah, crazy. I'm not gonna step on that one. But
Run away. I always see. Dude, sometimes on my comments, they go. On my comments, sometimes they'll be like wetback or this and that or this and that, and then I go in and it's like Christ is my savior, and I'm like, bro, that's not how it works.
No, brother.
Somebody tell them that Jesus was a immigrant or a Palestinian.
Oh my God.
So, but yeah, it's always those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And then my other brother, he just recently passed away. He had Down syndrome. So so he was never gonna be in the mix of that. Even though I miss that guy.
That's one of those things that I'm scared of, like getting to that phase of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm close to 40, so getting to that phase where your cousins, your brothers, your aunts, your uncles, your parents, are passing away, because we get so involved in the business that our life is business 24/7, right? It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I'm always scared of, and I always have in the back of my mind, that I need to get this figured out ASAP, because my clock is not stopping. Time doesn't stop for no one.
It doesn't.
And the goal of starting a business is to have that freedom and enjoy your family and take care of them. But if you're still in the process and they start going away, then it's kind of like, damn, couldn't make it in time,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now, shoot. I mean, okay, so like back then, I bought it. Now we actually purchased the building itself. So that was like a full circle moment just right now in August. Shout out to Chris Foster and the Foster Company in Whittier. If you ever want to buy commercial, he's the man to see.
They hooked it up.
Yeah, he hooked it up, bro.
I gotta hit him up.
Man, he's the best in the business, bro. Right now he's on Fresno, but he goes back and forth, man. But those guys, bro, I'm a first generation guy here. You know what I mean? On top of that, like it was just hard.
It's nearly impossible.
It was
to buy a home or even buy commercial.
Bro, it was very difficult. It was 2 years in the making, and those guys made it happen. And it was honestly it was just praying, and then them, it was praying.
How did that opportunity come?
You know what? It's funny because it was years in the making, because my dad always wanted to buy it, but the guy never wanted to sell. He just never wanted to sell. They made these specific parts in chromium or whatever the case might be, and just never wanted to sell. And just finally, for whatever reason, I guess their daughter moved somewhere or whatever. They're like, no, we're done. And so they gave me the opportunity, which is great. They even give me a big discount on it, which is awesome. I mean, but at the same time, my dad or myself, we never bothered them with like anything, the roof, the piping, anything. So I think it was more like, hey, thank you for never bugging us with any of the small shit. And here's the price.
That's the universe responding. And that's
sure.
what I say. Like, somebody might be like, well, Gabriel's lucky. That fool, gave it to him in a silver platter. But no, you created that luck. You created that opportunity by not bugging them, by not being a bad tenant, by, being a good businessman and paying your rent on time. So that makes you, a suitable person.
Yeah, man.
So people don't see that sometimes. They just see the opportunity, like it landed out of nowhere. It's like, no, dude, like you create these things.
Yep. You try to open. I try to open these doors. I mean, even when I was doing when I was working asphalt, I'd give my boss in December. I'd give him a gift. I gave those guys, like the owners, a gift. in December. Why? Because hey, thank you for hiring me. Thank you for giving me that chance to work
all
here.
the guys like, hey, pinche
You know what I
Gabriel.
mean? You know what I mean? No, I mean it's true. I mean, I'm not asking my
Yeah.
employees to give me something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, thank you guys for working for me. At the same time, the guys for the barbershop too. Thank you so much. But I'm not asking that. I'm not saying it's always me. To me, it's like if you're doing me a solid, hey, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, speaking about gifts. Hold on a second. Then I thought, like, no, you guys, because you can't come to the podcast without without empty hands. So that's a añejo. That's what I drink. I drink it with oranges.
Nice.
All right,
Thank you.
Ice of oranges. Oh, yours is a shirt too. Then Johnny shirt. So,
Thank you.
I kind of sized you up in XL or no?
Yeah, I'm working towards it.
There you go. Is it?
Felipe got me the USC shirt, remember?
Oh, that's right.
There you go. Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, you gotta.
It's
Gonna call him
clean,
out.
bro. I like this. Actually, there was my aunt's 50-year anniversary, and we got pretty lit off this one. Don Julio, añejo, and me and my cousin. And I never drink, right? I
Yeah.
never drink. My kids have never seen me drunk.
That's awesome, bro.
And they're
That is
15 and
awesome,
13.
bro. That is
They
awesome.
never see me drunk,
That's
dude.
cool, man. That's good.
Because I never saw my parents drunk,
Yeah.
or I never saw my parents smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And later, when they passed away, I found out that my mom would smoke.
Bro.
And I was like, I never knew she would smoke.
Yeah.
Never. So I kind of make it, well, I was saying we kind of got lit on this.
Yeah.
And then we send my brother to the liquor store to go buy more. And then he brings the white one.
Oh, they know me
Dude,
like
that shit was
Yeah.
burning.
Yeah.
I was like, my cousin was yelling. But
Yeah, I know.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I know. The cool thing with añejo is that you could drink it with ice, whatever, chill, but it's always warm. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I know.
We'll crack it open for Christmas.
There you go.
Yeah, I try not to casual drinker.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy you say that you never seen your parents drink. My parents were alcoholics, bro. It's
Like straight up?
Like straight up, bro. I
So
heard
that
stories.
explains a lot of the
dude.
the first half of the
bro.
podcast.
Yeah,
your
bro.
upbringing.
That's crazy because they told me stories after that they would get like 24 packs and just kill them themselves, like each, like my mom and my dad. Like it's crazy. Like
And you saw them drinking?
no, never.
Oh,
Never.
so you didn't see it growing up?
No, I didn't see them. I guess when I was born, it was like, okay, that's it. You gotta turn
Oh,
it
that's
off.
good.
Yeah, turn it, which is awesome. I mean, it's crazy because I saw my dad I saw my dad trying to play pool at some one spot that used to be around called Golden Q, and I saw him drink a Corona. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I got mad, bro. I go, what the hell are you doing drinking? You know, but I never knew the story that they drank so much, and I was like, dude, like after he passed away, yeah, they used to drink, man. They used to drink all the time. They could drink you on the table if they wanted to. Like, shut the hell up. And I'm a big drinker, and I'm like, no way. Like, yeah, man, they used to drink all the time. Like, oh, so that explains a lot now, I guess. You know, explains, I guess, how for sure how they hooked up. You know.
Yeah, I feel like alcohol, it's a big part of our culture, like in a good way, but then also in a bad way.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I have a lot of family members that, had alcoholism. Alcoholics.
Yeah.
And, eventually, thank God, they stopped. I think everybody stopped. But, yeah, I remember growing up, we used to watch our uncles, bro, just fucking
Just throw them back.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that was normal, right?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we would just go and get their beer and act like we were drinking when we were little, but...
they wouldn't give you any?
I think so. I think so. But shit tasted nasty, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that. But
That's funny, no? I mean, but alcoholism's no joke, man. I ended up getting like 3 DUIs at one point, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. I was like down in the dumps.
they were giving them away for free or what?
Yeah, I guess so, man. I was like, hey, give me another. I ended up this was like in my mess. I mean, everybody has a messed up time. Everybody has a
Yeah.
But it's up to you whether you're gonna stay messed up or you're gonna wake the fuck up. You know what I mean? It's and so I guess it was after being locked up a few times and going to like West Side that made me wake up.
Oh, I hear that place is very fucking...
Yeah, I mean it's like the closest thing, because after that it's like prison, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to the Twin Towers for like warrants for like stupid shit like
Here's
warrants.
dirty.
Yeah, for sure. For like warrants and just stuff I didn't pay at the time, you know. Andaba de cabrón, dog.
How old were you when you went in?
I I want to say like, I don't know, like 25, 20, 26 around there. So,
And your dad was alive. And
oh
your mom,
yeah, for
so
sure.
they saw
For
you.
sure. Oh yeah, they were pissed, bro. They were mad, man. So, but that's how that happened. And then, and they're giving a DUI. I went, I went to go to Alhambra, and for whatever reason, I tell everybody this. I'm always a good drunk driver.
That's what they all say.
And
Miro
so
bien cuando nomás I
know,
close
right?
one
I
eye
know, right?
and I can drive straight. I was like, no, uncle, just don't
Yeah,
drive.
dude. So then, but then some one of my friends wanted In and Out. I'm like, all right, let's go to In and Out. Yeah, ya valió sorbete. Like we took off, whatever. They caught me up right there in Rosemead, and I got that deal. And I hadn't learned. I didn't learn from that one. They impounded my truck and everything. And the next one, they got caught in Pomona and got arrested. So these were so back to back that one case wasn't closed and the other one wasn't open.
So
right?
you're going through it.
Yeah. So once one case closed, they didn't know about the other one. I guess that makes sense. So once I got caught up in my third one, um, they all came together, and it's like, hey, dude, like, what do you mean? Like, no, this is all back to back, and you've been on probation. So now, not only are you not going to be able to bail out, but you're going to go to jail. Like, you're going to see 6 months. I'm like, what the hell, 6 months? Like, shut the hell up. Like, dude, like my world fell apart, bro. I mean, as it is, I was just acting up, but like 6 months. I ended up doing like 90 days.
Like it felt like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like a lifetime. But then after that, I was like, no, forget this. That's it. Poneme las pilas, because going to jail is not cool, man.
What were you going through at 25 that you were just like?
Just partying, bro. Just partying, thinking it was cool. You know what? Because I was doing real estate. I was doing wholesale lending and regular lending, and the market just took a shit. You know what I mean? It just took a shit, and I was like, I was living beyond my means.
Oh, okay. So
you know
you
what
got
I mean?
that hit.
Yeah. So I was always partying and going out and spending money and stuff like that, and it's just like I liked it, and just living beyond my means, and I just thought I could continue that route and that path.
I was always terrified of drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Probably because of the ticket. I think it's like $10,000.
Oh yeah,
you
bro.
lose your license, and I always thought of
man.
For some reason, I did other shit, but drunk driving, I was
never. Yeah.
Well, one time, there was I was coming back from a friend's house, and I was pretty buzzed, and I remember I brought the glass bottle. It was like a Coors Light or whatever, and I don't know why, dude. I'm on probation.
Oh shit.
And I have no driver's license. I just got out, and I'm like 6 months out, or 3 months out. So I'm kind of buzzed, and I take a beer with me, and I put it on the cup holder, and I'm driving to my aunt's house because I was living with my aunt at the time, and it's like 5 blocks away, but I'm a little buzzed, and all of a sudden I see a cop right behind me, dude.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, oh shit,
like,
bro. I'm like,
shitting
and
bricks,
I
like
got
driving
an
slow.
open container, all that stuff. So I'm like, man, dude. So I turn, and when I turn, I throw the bottle because I'm like, he's gonna pull me over because we were in an area where it was very hot, and the way I was looking, I was like, he's gonna pull me over for sure.
So eventually.
So I throw the bottle and I just hear, pow, and I'm like, dude, he follows me like around the block. Then he turns on his lights, and then he pulls me over, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, bro, I'm going back in, and then because I was on probation, I violated, and then he comes, white cop, dude. He goes, where are you going? I was like, to my aunt's house. He goes, where she live? I was like, right here, dude. I was a block away. Camille. He goes, why are you going to her house? I had my address in Garden Grove. I was like, oh, because I was with a couple friends. And then he goes, have you been drinking? And I said, no. And then he goes, don't lie to me. And then I was like, I drank a couple. And he goes, a couple? And I was like, a couple tall cans. And then he goes, let me see your license. And I go away, dude. That I'm looking for my license and registration, which I have nothing, dude. Yeah. It's my car, but I didn't have it registered yet. And I'm like, fuck. I have my ID, sir. He goes, where's your license? And I was like, I just got out. He goes, for what? And I was like, evading police. And then he goes, you're not going to run away from me, are you? And I was like, no, sir. And then he takes my ID and he goes back to the cop car. He runs it. And then he comes back and he throws the ID on my chest. He goes, get out of here. Sick. If I see you again or if I see your car, he goes, we're going to take you in. Bro, he let me go.
There you go.
I wasn't intoxicated, but I was already buzzed. and he let me go, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take this for granted. Like I was like, this is like a
This is
sign.
yeah, this is a sign of
That
wake
was
up.
a cool
Yeah.
cop, dude.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's
like,
awesome.
he let me go, bro.
Yeah, there's some cool cops out there.
Yeah, no, he
There's
was.
one or two out there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, me han tocado unos que they're not so cool,
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
but it was a really good experience for me because I was like, man, dude, like this guy's giving me a chance. Like I can't, De
Yeah.
ahí, yeah, I was like, nope, 1 or 2 beers, I was, nope, not doing it.
Yeah, I think that's like it's once like you wake up from something like that, it kind of like just opens your mind into trying to, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna keep on doing better, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna drink and drive. I'm not gonna go do that. I'm not gonna go out that night, and I'm just gonna do better and do better and do better. And I think that's just you and you trying to focus and trying to do better as a human being, you know.
I feel like it's a powerful thing when a stranger gives you the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah, yeah, it feels
and then
good.
you feel like, you know what, maybe I am more.
Yeah, it feels good.
Because a lot of the times, with your family, they're tired of your shit.
Oh, for sure.
They're
They already
like,
know you. They
"Bro,
already, they
yeah,
already know you, man.
ya empezaste a pistear otra vez, y que what happened,
Y nunca te la dejan pasar.
qué pasó con la dieta, ya estás comiendo, and it's like,
Nunca te la perdonan.
but it's something powerful when a stranger gives you the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
and they just see you as more.
Yeah.
And I have that a lot all the time, like with clients, with customers. They'll be like, Danny, did our kids are going for summer school at Harvard. You should look into this program. So I'm like, Harvard? Or fucking like, but they don't see any barriers. Like, they're like, if my kids are going, why don't you send your kids?
Yeah.
And it just like, yeah, why don't I send them? Like, so it's very empowering to have strangers just take away all those barriers and limitations that sometimes we put in ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. And then as business owners and getting yourself to that point, you're able to give back, or you're able to have your kids do better, or your business do better, or your community do better for that.
Yeah, I remember I had a pool guy. We used to do the maintenance at this HOA, and I was a supervisor at the time for the company, and I was probably making like $200 a day. And the pool guy, Mexican guy, he goes, hey, Danny, he goes, ¿por qué estás haciendo tú de trabajador? He's all like, look, I already cleaned 3 pools and I already made what you make a day. He goes, go, start your business, go do this, or ask for, because we would talk.
Yeah.
And he wasn't saying it in a bad way. Like, look, I make, $400-600 a
Yeah,
day.
he wasn't trying to show off.
It was just like, dude, you can do more.
Yeah.
And, that helped me too, kind of like, yeah, maybe I could do more.
Yeah.
And stuff like that just starts, adding to the build up, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what that's on me too. Like it went from the tire shop, and before I bought it, my buddy gave me a chance to buy his barbershop, which is right across the street from the tire shop. And at first, I wasn't even thinking for a barbershop. I was just thinking, I need space, I need storage, I need more tires, I need to be the tire shop that has that tire, and that's how I try to separate myself. Like, you know what, if I don't have it used, I'm gonna have it brand new, that's for sure. But you're gonna come to Johnny's and we're gonna hook you up regardless. You're not gonna leave out here without a tire, for sure. You're gonna come here, we're gonna get you taken care of. But that was the plan. But then once the guys convinced me, like, hey, I don't have a home yet, give me a few days, and I started seeing it and started like, hey, you know what, this is some feria being a barbershop, rentando sillas, like, this is good, so I try to invest more into it. Right now it's going good. It's paying itself, which I'm grateful for that. But it allowed me to open up some more doors and do like charity work también. So it's like it just evolves and evolves and evolves, and you just keep on evolving as a business owner, as a human being, I guess, So and I'm grateful for whatever God gave me. And like I said earlier, like if you have hands and you have feet and you're able bodied, you could do a lot of things, And so it's cool right now. We have a nonprofit that we do. It's called Eyes of Joy, and as far as my business is concerned, like we host it there, and it's like, hey man, like at one point I was like a kid, I was with a single parent, and it just I don't know where I'm going with this, man, but it just
So
it's
the nonprofit, what's it focus on? What's it do?
you know what it at first started with me and my two buddies. We're like the founding fathers, my friend Chep and my friend Davey. Shout out to them. But the focus was to try to give kids an opportunity to play sports. So kids that can't afford it,
Football's expensive, bro.
Fo-
Literally.
bro, it's like 450. So we first started off with like 4 kids. We sponsored them 150. So the parent has to come in with the rest, but then that 150 went to that parent. So technically they're paying half, you know, because it's a deposit. So doing that, paying for spirit packs and all that good stuff, and so it led up to that, and then it led up to sponsoring cheerleaders. Then it ended up trying to get some toys for kids, and now we just finished our third annual like toy giveaway. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool.
You know what's crazy? We did our toy giveaway with Skyview
Yeah.
maintenance, and it was cool. And a lot of people went, but they had a raffle, and it's those little things, right? They had a raffle, and this lady won an air fryer, and she was crying, dude.
Shut the hell up.
And she's like, "This is what I wanted for Christmas."
That's crazy.
And I was like, "Dude, that's like that for me was like, bro, that was there. You know,
Yeah.
that was that.
Yeah.
We were there for her."
Yeah. It was.
You know?
It was all worth it just for that person.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was like, man, you know. So I feel like those, you know, when you do stuff to do things, I feel like that's when, you know, beautiful things happen. And I mean, giving back. I remember going to the toy drives and getting like a Power Ranger. I would go line up with my cousins. Oh, fucking like 2 hours, dude. But we were in line, and then fucking big old Power Ranger. I was
Yeah.
like fucking the happiest kid,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's the beauty of us giving back, right? Being entrepreneurs, business owners. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
No, it's
It-
not. It's not.
And a lot of
Yeah.
people do think like we have all this money, but it's all, you know, for the most part tied up in the business. We're just, you know.
and equipment and llantas, and I mean for you for sure equipment, you know, like it's all tied up.
Yeah, and I mean the barbers ain't cheap either.
Oh no, for sure.
AI is not
Maintenance,
gonna
everything.
replace
Oh
barbers
no,
for sure.
no way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, AI is not gonna replace that. Yeah, no, I mean it's crazy how AI is involved, but it's not for our businesses. You know, it's like
Oh, yeah.
physically people you need there. You know, so
Well, I feel like it helps a lot in every business. Like you can implement it in your business to a certain point.
yeah,
That's gonna speed up the back office, you know, all that clerical work for sure, dude. That's gonna be it's already made a big change in our business.
has it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. AI.
I need to get in there.
I'll show you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
what we do,
please.
bro. And it's funny because I had a text with somebody. I've been using it since 2023.
No, crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I just started messing around with like ChatGPT just
Yeah.
to make sure that my spelling is correct and my grammar
There you go.
is on it. I mean, but
No, you can do a lot of things.
That's
A
crazy.
lot of things. You know, your automations, follow up messages to clients.
ugh,
So for your tire shop, you know, Johnny's Tires.
yeah,
What blueprint are you following?
honestly, just my own, I guess, you know. But I have a mentor. He doesn't know he's a mentor, but he's a mentor to me. I try
The
to.
pastor.
Nah, okay, nah, the pastor. No. It's Pro Wheels out in Santa Fe Springs. His name's
Okay.
Rudy, cool dude. His dad knew my dad growing up, and so that's how we know each other. I have him. I have a few mentors in the tire industry, you know. But for the most part, I try to implement like my own thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard because everybody's cut the same way, kind of in the tire industry. It's like, well, you sell a tire. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But
There's so much levels
yeah,
to that.
yeah, exactly.
It's like everybody sells hamburgers, but there's only one McDonald's.
yeah.
There's one In-N-Out.
Yeah, for sure. So I try to put more of I guess a sense of relationship with my customer, at least a homegrown relationship with them, and then for it, obviously we're not making buku money right now, you know, but we're getting a line machine soon. like I said, we just got that building. So right now we're revamping it, and we're gonna get bigger. We're gonna get stronger, and
I just paid $200 for an alignment. Is that good or bad?
that's pretty expensive. It depends on the vehicle.
Shout out American Tires.
Oh no, forget that. Not to talk smack about them,
but the blueprint. No, what I was gonna say, the blueprints there. Like I see America's Tires. I think it's like one of the
it's
fastest
awesome, bro. Yeah,
growing like they're freaking billionaires.
Yeah, I mean the whole premise on we offer free rotations and tire patch in the life of the tires because of them.
Or I go to check the pressure because I have the Tesla.
Yeah.
So the tires, dude, I'm switching tires like every 4 or 6 months.
Yeah.
Because they're heavy cars.
Yeah.
And I don't like the run flats, so I get regular. And I always go check my tires, like, the pressure. Pues ya cámbiala. We need new ones. So I feel like that's a good blueprint. Like they do.
For sure.
Their system, their salesmen.
For sure.
How they recruit. Because I see a bunch of young guys they're selling all the time.
For sure, man. And that's what I hopefully want to get to that level at one point, but not. If you know what I mean. Like
you don't want that monster.
To get to that point for efficiency and then just there with the customer, but also still have a heart. Still have a soul in that business. I mean, because there's really no soul there. I mean,
they're gonna try to get as much.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna ask for a discount, but people know me there, and they're like, "The maestro." I'm like, "Bro, this fool's asking for a discount for the alignment. Like, I thought you were a millionaire." So I was like, all right, me aguanto.
It's not even that. I think it comes out as being a business guy.
Yeah.
Of trying to get the bottom dollar. You're being a contractor of trying to get that least price for that material.
Yeah.
I think it just naturally comes out of us.
I should have told my clients, tell me I have more cars for you. I'll bring more cars.
Did you see that? I hate that, bro. I had that. I've had that a few times where like a customer like, hey, you know what? Can you hook me up right now? Like, and then I have some other car. Like, nah, man. Like what? Like no.
I had a flat the other day, like 3-4 weeks ago. Funny, we're talking about tires. Over there in Hesperia.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and you know what? No, I was there and I told my cousins, dude, do you guys know any tire shops? Like, this and that. So I go on Google, call this tire shop. Young kids, dude, came out. It's like $600, $700. But they came to me. Yeah. They took out the tires.
Okay.
Took them back to the shop.
They were mobile.
And then and my cousin like, no way, dile tanto. I was like, bro. They're coming
they're
here.
coming to A's.
It was Thanksgiving, like the day before Thanksgiving. I'm like, bro, come on,
bro. Like, we're actually open every day. We're open every single day, 365, whatever. If it's Christmas Eve, we'll close early. If it's Christmas Day, we'll open up late. But it's crazy because I've had customers call me like in the middle of the night. I have call forwarding, so all your calls that go to Johnny, they go straight to me. Like,
I don't know. That's a good thing.
I don't care, bro. It's you know what? That's what I'm for. I mean, that's my shop. Yeah. That's what I'm there for. And if you're gonna call Johnny's, you're gonna call me. You're gonna go straight to me. So I've had one customer call me like at 1 a.m. Hey, I need a tire. All right, cool. Hey, well, it's gonna be this much. Like what? Like you're crazy. Like dude, what do you? I'm gonna have somebody open the shop. If I can't get somebody to open the shop, I'm gonna go over there physically at 1 a.m. Go open the shop and go to try to hook you up. Like, and you want me to hook you up? What? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. And so, but then there's other customers where we'll go. I think last customer we hooked up is like around 2:30 in the morning. It was like a Bentley, and we had their tire used. We didn't have it brand new, but we had it used. Charged them like $400, but that tire alone, like brand new, would cost them like $600. You know.
Yeah. And it's just service.
Yeah, exactly. So he was happy. He was happy, content. He was on. Like, I can't believe you came in open. Like, what do you mean? It's small business, bro. We still have a heart for people, you know. So that's what I mean. I'm planning to be here for the long haul. You know what I mean? I want to be there for my community as well, you know, and then just want to be a staple there in Monte. And
one client at a time.
Yeah, one client at a time. Just treat them right, treat them good, be fair. I hook up all my regular customers. I hook them up. They don't have to ask. I hook them up with a good price.
And you're always gonna have, you know, people that are not your customers, and you just have to, I guess, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I told the new, I try to hook up like people on Yelp and stuff like that. Oh, I'm a Yelper and I've had so many Yelps and this and I'll give you a good review. Me salieron para la chingada,
Yeah,
bro.
Yelp's
like,
a little.
bro, I hate that, and that's why I hate Yelp too, man. They call me every day. Well, why don't you participate with us? Why don't you
give us money?
Yeah, why don't you give us money? Like, no, man. Like, no, man. You guys, this whole forum is shitty. People could make comments and Yelp, but as a business owner, can't put a comment in there and be like, hey, bro, yeah, this and this happened, but we told you it was gonna be this price for this tire and this price for that tire, and you came up, we wanted the cheaper one. You know, it's like, but you can't defend yourself on there.
No.
So.
Google My Business, I think it's great.
Is it?
That's killed it for me.
Yeah.
Google My Business.
Yeah, I've tried more Google stuff. Like I have these little tablets. You go and you tap it there and stuff like that. So I've tried more for Google than anything else. But yeah, Yelp sucks. I hate Yelp.
I remember when I was working, when I had just started working, I was probably like 21, 22. I traded my Cadillac DeVille, the one I got pulled over with, a pearl white Cadillac, and it had Louis Vuitton interior. It had suede. Like I wasn't part of a car club.
Do you think you're a pimp? Or
I don't know, dude. But when the cops would pull me over, they'd be like, "How many ladies did you rob in Costa Mesa?" I was like, "None."
That's crazy.
But it was a really nice car. Dude.
It sounded good, man. That TVs and everything, or no?
Yes, I had the TVs.
Sure,
yeah,
TVs. Bro.
Had a badass system from Santana Advanced Car Creations, I think in Santa Ana. They're still there. They put a badass system on it, so that was my vehicle. But I ended up trading it for a Dakota, a little truck. And I remember when I started working, dude, I was making $80 a day, and I was driving from Orange to Torrance. Mm-hmm. So really, I was making maybe $50 a day because I was wasting gas on that motherfucker. And dude, I remember my tires were so bad, but I didn't have money, dude, to buy tires. And when I had a newborn baby, and when I would get on the freeway, my truck, there was a certain spot where my truck would kind of move.
It just fishtail.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, oh, God. I was like, God, just give me a couple more because I couldn't afford a new set.
Yeah.
Like, it was expensive.
Oh, yeah. Claro.
Well, for me, it was expensive.
Oh, yeah. You're barely making $50. You're barely breaking out.
Yeah, dude. And I remember those tires. And, well, eventually we ended up, doing little jobs here and there to be able to get new tires on the truck. Pero me acuerdo, dude. And I know, like, there's a lot of people right now that are struggling.
Oh, yeah.
That are risking it, like me on the freeway, like, si aguanta.
No,
si aguanta,
bro.
But, bro, you got to get those tires checked.
Mo, right now with the whole thing going on, bro, and some, usually tires, we saw a lot during rainy season. During that temporada, because people are slipping and sliding. Right now in the summer, it didn't rain for shit. You know what I mean? So llegaba gente with the wires hanging out, bro. Hey, can you put some air in it? Bro, yeah, the wire's hanging out, dog. It's like no, pa que me dé una semana más. Dude, this thing's gonna pop on you. Like, nah, bro. Like, you serious? Like, yeah, pues échale aire. And so it's crazy. Yeah, people risk their lives out there, man. It's
they don't have a choice. It's either tires or food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is, right now too, man, with the whole immigration situation, people literally, it's either tires or food. It sucks, bro, because van y antes era no, pues cámbiame las 4. He ocupa esa, ocupa las 4. Now I was like, no, porque no se sabe mañana. Más cámbiame una. It sucks, bro. It's like, dude, like, cause homeboy doesn't know. Like, homeboy doesn't know if he's gonna get picked up or what have you, man. It sucks out there.
I know, bro. I'm pretty tired of winning already. Cause I read something that when people are stressed, they hold on to their valuables.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people in this country, it's like right now, me and Bernie, we're watching the freaking live press conference. Like, we don't know if we're going to war with Venezuela or not. Like,
it's all about oil on that one, dude. It's all.
But bro, it's like, how are you gonna talk about a communist? Like, oh, we don't want to be communist, but then you're stealing gas from a communist country.
I mean,
that's ghetto.
That's how the Gulf War started, bro.
Like, good, bro. That's our brothers over there. Like, it's like, how ghetto can you be? You're gonna steal from a communist country?
Yeah, bro. They jumped an oil tanker to get drugs or whatever, right? Come on, bro. You're just confiscating oil.
But then you let go that president that was indicted for for smuggling drugs and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a weird time, bro. Honestly, I watch the news And there was a movie I watched a long time ago, The Zeitgeist or The Zeitgeist, The Zeitgeist. And after I watched that movie, it's like I had like a bullshit meter on, and I never watched the news the same.
No.
After that movie,
No.
every time I would watch the news, whether it's Fox, NBC,
They're all the same shit. Bro.
I would think to myself, what is the real story? What is, because I know they have a narrative. They're telling me what they want, so they can make me think what they want.
Yep.
But then after I watched that movie, dude, I was like, I could see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah, bro.
Right or left.
Yeah, bro. And that's the thing. It's like well, I'm a Democrat. Oh yeah, well, I'm a Republican. Sometimes we're voting for the same guy. Sometimes I mean, look who was it? I think it was Obama and Bush like share the same uncle or something like that, or they share the same family, or they're like related somehow. Somewhere.
They're all related.
They all know each other.
I saw a picture of Angela Merkel, I believe, from Germany, and another prime minister. There was like 3 prime minister girls, and they were all pictured together as children.
Shut the hell up.
So it's all
yeah, bro.
But you know what it is? I feel like
it's that inner sanctum.
It's
It says here, Obama and Bush are 10th cousins. It's kind of crazy.
what's that group they have? It's like a. What is it? In college or university.
Yes.
The Masons, no?
The Masons.
Not the good, not my good Masons. Other Masons. Skull and Bones. You know, 9/11, all that stuff. Like, dude, there was 3 towers that fell, and there was 2 planes. And when I watched that, I remember getting home from 9/11.
Yeah.
And I was like, as a kid, right, middle school, I was like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
And then later with that, Zeitgeist was like, and then Alex Jones came out with all that stuff too. Bohemian Grove.
Well,
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of sick stuff.
Well, you know that the Pentagon lost they were investigating there. It was like $26 billion or whatever at the time.
2 trillion.
Oh, yeah, or something like
Trillion.
that. And just by a chance, another plane hit the Pentagon, which you never seen the plane, but it hit that section where their investigation was at.
Okay, so let me tell you. Donald Rumsfeld came out on September 10th and had a press conference and said that the Pentagon had lost $2 trillion.
Yeah.
2.3 trillion, which I don't know how much money that is. $2.3 trillion, and that it was unaccounted for, and they were going to do an investigation. This is September 10th. And then the next day, before all the news articles can go out, one of the planes that was hijacked literally flew in Virginia, where the Pentagon is, and hit like pinpoint accuracy
At the spot.
at the building, at the office, at the computers where they had all the information of the investigation.
Yeah.
So it's gone.
Yeah.
That money is gone.
Yeah.
That's our tax dollars.
Yeah.
That's our money that me, you, black, brown, white, poor, rich, we all go work for. They don't care if you're any color,
no.
if you're, America first,
No.
make America great
Doesn't
again,
matter,
left,
man, all
right.
that.
It's all our money,
No.
and it's gone.
No.
And then the third building that fell because of fires, it
Yeah.
fell,
Yeah.
it collapsed
It's bullshit.
because of office fires. And then the owner of the World Trade Center, he put an insurance. He put insurance on the
Yeah.
buildings like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But when they valued the building, he went back and told them, you didn't value it correctly. These buildings are worth more. So he asked to pay more
Insurance.
for insurance. Who does that?
Out of nowhere, like out of nowhere, yeah, someone put extra insurance on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not a conspiracy. I feel like there's a difference between a conspiracy. Either you're a conspiracy theorist or you're a pretender. You pretend that everything's okay and the government's not going to lie to you. Or you look at the other,
Yeah,
at the facts.
Yeah, you know what? All the other news outlets, they all want to tell you the same thing. And then the way how I grab my news, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get 10% here, I'm gonna get 10% there, and 10% over TikTok Instagram, everywhere, and then I'm gonna make my own assessment out of it. But it's crazy out there right now, man.
It's all propaganda.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
all propaganda. I have a uncle, dude. He's a hunter. And he has a 306. He has a 270. Like he's a real hunter. And I showed him the video. I don't think I should have showed him the video of Charlie Kirk, dude, because when he saw it, he was like,
no.
"Fuck." I should have warned him. He saw it, and the first thing he said, he goes, "That wasn't a 306." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "A 306 will go through two deers standing next to each other."
It would have messed them up. It would have like cleared them up. Yeah.
And this is a hunter that kills deer.
Yeah.
He's like, it would have gone through two deer standing next to each other.
Yeah.
A 306 will freaking. He's all like, that's why I take my 270 because a 306 is just messy.
Yeah.
He'll fucking. He goes, I feel bad for the animal.
Yeah.
Now imagine like getting hit in the neck.
And that was a small, you know. It's
everything else that Candace, the Egyptian planes, I haven't followed up, dude. I know a lot of people are invested hours into that. I'm not even going down that rabbit hole, but when I saw that, I was like, yeah, that wasn't a 306.
I mean, they had the asshole. Okay, fine. You got shot, you got assassinated. All right, cool. The next day, they start bulldozing the whole area. They start taking, like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like you're not going to have a visual here? You're not going to have, like, people checking out the area, FBI agents and stuff like that. It's like they did their investigation and then they start bulldozing it. They start taking it down. Like, why? Like, what do you mean? Like, what the? Like, who does that?
It kind of sucks, man, because it's like, you know, we live in the greatest country, dude. There's so much opportunity here.
For sure.
Even right now with everything going on, there's so much opportunity. We're blessed, you know, but
there's
it's
money
like,
out there. You just got to grab it.
But you see all the shit going on. It's like, bro, why don't we just come together as a working class and say, no, we don't want these fuckers here. Like, we don't want these guys. Like, and it's like, well, you prefer Kamala. No, I don't. None of them. I don't prefer none of them. Give me a regular person that is not infiltrated, that is not corrupt, that doesn't have all this, you know, baggage. And
that's why I vote Green Party, bro.
Which one's the green?
Green, just and anybody not either Democrat or Republican. I've always thought that we needed a third option.
And that's crazy how we only have two options.
Because that's the majority.
And it's like, okay, Biden, I think he got sick, and then it's like, okay, Kamala's your nominee without doing a primary.
Yeah, exactly. But that right there was even bad because they just presumed that, hey, everybody wanted her. I mean, not even the Democrats wanted her. Like everybody thought that she was dingy or something, you know. So
I feel like left or right. I mean.
Yeah, right? You gotta vote for Marisol. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. It's a councilmember I wanted. She's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's cool.
Oh, yeah, she's very popular. I've heard of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's big El Monte, no?
Yeah.
El Monte. Sorry, I keep saying El Monte.
Monte. Just think about Monte.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's very divisive. I just, you know, feel like everybody, we're all on the same boat. We're all struggling. I say it. If you're white from Ohio, you're struggling. If
everybody's struggling.
You're brown over here in California, you're struggling. If you're Asian, you're like, it's really tough, dude. The rich keeps getting richer, and we keep getting screwed.
Exactly, bro. It's like we shouldn't be struggling though. As a society here in America,
I mean, if we're giving money to other countries, I don't think we should.
Bro,
I don't think we should be worried about tires, paying for tires.
Hey, you know,
EBT.
It's just, make an EBT for tires. I'm in.
Seriously.
But yeah, man. But it's like we should have had free healthcare already. We should have had free education already.
That's communism. We're not good enough for free healthcare.
Well, that's ridiculous, man. It's just the greed. It's just the greed. I mean, the whole thing with COVID's greed. I mean, come on. I mean, we had the actual COVID itself, right? It was us that really it was set loose or whatever, set free, Wuhan, whatever. But it was the same.
Did they ever find out where?
It was in Wuhan, China. Supposedly.
It was the Wuhan.
Yeah, that's what they said we originated from.
Okay.
So, but I mean, come on, it's like
that was some crazy times.
I mean,
I had just started my business in 2019.
Really?
And then COVID hit, and it was like, you're essential, you're not. You stay home, and I was like,
I told him I was essential. Like, hey, man, people need tires. If it's a cop, if it's a nurse, if it's something like that, those people need tires. They need things to be fixed.
But what a crazy time,
man. That's what my dad passed.
Wear masks. Don't wear masks.
Yeah,
you have to wear a mask.
Yeah, man. I was drinking Kaleido Silver because I thought I had COVID at one time.
Really?
Yeah, bro. It was crazy, dude. We were crazy at those
And a lot
times.
of people did die because of
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah, man. It was. I honestly think, and that's the messed up part too, because people forget that hospitals were getting money for people that died from COVID. So they were getting first money for getting treated for COVID, and also getting money for people that died of COVID. And that's the and I honestly think the hospital killed my dad. Honestly, I mean he ended up going in to the emergency room because his back was hurting, and he didn't want to take the epidural to because it was a bad sciatica. And so then, so in the emergency room, then when COVID hit, it was either, hey, you had COVID, or you were really in there for something so severe. So once you went in there and you couldn't see him anymore, because every time my parents would go to the hospital, I'd actually go, hold their hands, try to fill out the paperwork, whatever, try to be there with them. This time you couldn't. It's like only people who are allowed to be in there or in emergency reasons could only go. So once he went in there, for that, and like 2 days later, oh no, he has COVID. He has to stay. I'm like, what the? Like he didn't have COVID. He had no COVID symptoms.
Yeah.
But because he was diabetic, and he had like, I believe they gave him a gown. It's cold in there, bro. He's an old man. They started coughing. Oh, he has COVID. He has everything. He has COVID. So he stayed like in a regular room for like 2 days, and then from there they sent him to the ICU. And then the ICU, I mean, obviously it's intensive care and stuff like that. And they end up asking you, hey, okay, so they go through it. They go through the Zoom call, whatever. Okay, so what happens in a position if he goes? You want us to resuscitate him? Do you want us to use the paddles? I'm like, yeah, I want you to do it. And at that time, you knew that once a person went under with the whole tube down the throat,
With the respirator machines that they
you
couldn't get.
knew that they weren't coming out, right? So I was like, you know what? You could do anything you want and everything you need to do to him, just do not put him in a respirator. That's it. Just don't put a tube down his throat. That's it. Do anything you want. Cool. So time. It went like a week. I ended up going to the ICU. I gave him in and out. I bought in and out, about the whole staff in and out. I bought them Lucio's one time as well. Like, hey, I put thanks to Juan, patient Juan, whatever, just to give him thanks. Hey, he treated my dad. At the time, dude, my dad was yelling for everything. Like, hey, I want water. And I gave him a laptop or no, and like an iPad. I paid for Zoom. Like, you know, I'm gonna Zoom my dad every time. Mm-hmm. Zoomed him, talking to him, yelling. Hey, I need water and dry. I'm like, hold on, Dad. You know, there's a bunch of people there. Hey, you know, just relax. Just they'll come soon. And so they'd visit him, give him water, make him better. We actually pray with him. We'd pray on Zoom. People from Monterrey would be praying on Zoom. A big old Zoom meeting. A few days of that, and then out of a sudden, we try to jump on Zoom, and he's under. He has a tube down his throat, and we're like, what the fuck's going on there? Like, dude, what? Like, so I call and hey, what's going on? Like why is he under? He's like, oh, well, because he was fussy. What do you mean he was fussy? Well, yeah, well, he wanted water and this and that. Well, okay, well, what? Like this, it makes no sense, dude. Like, and so I was pissed. I was livid, man. And so we just started praying or whatever, and then they're giving him oxygen, and you can see the vitals. You can see the vitals in the Zoom, and they're giving him oxygen, but they're expanding his lungs so far that they try to bring it down. And they're like, you know what? He's not trying to breathe anymore, or whatever. They're trying to give me this story. I'm like, so what are you trying to say, man? Just be cut and dry. You know, he might not make it through the night. I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right. So I jam. I go straight to PH and Whittier. Sucky ass hospital. Don't go there. So I get there and he's like, no, he's good. He's good again. Take off home. They call me. No, you know he's not gonna make it. Come back like 12:55 on 4th of July. So the morning of ends up passing away, bro. So I run up to ICU. Ends up passing away, and so then they kind of allow me in because he's passed away. So you gotta identify or whatever, you know. So I look, and he's in this like makeshift like little room with the plastic zipper, and I remember I told you that he was yelling for water.
Yeah.
And he was yelling for water. And so, like, in my mind, when he was yelling for water, okay, maybe the nurse's station is far away. Guess where the nurse's station was at? Just guess. Wild guess.
Right outside the room.
Right in fucking front of him, bro. Fucking nurse station right in front of him. My dad's yelling and screaming that he wants water. We're thinking other people are, he needs stuff and stuff like that, bro. So, dude, like I look at that, it's pissing me off, bro. So, I opened it up and I go and I grab him. Like, no, you can't get in there. I already had COVID. And I didn't care. I already had COVID, whatever. I had COVID before. I go in there, I hug him, bro. He's still warm. You can still feel his body. He's warm as hell. And it sucked, man. It sucked. And yeah, bro, that place was awful, bro. I asked for a report because I'm still thinking. I'm not sure, but I'm still thinking. Hopefully, I could find somebody that would maybe help me out with that. But I got his whole autopsy report and stuff like that. But I plain simple told him no respiration, bro. And it sucked, bro. Like, and I was trying to move him from the hospital, but for whatever reason,
Oh, it was impossible.
and he was screaming too. Me van a matar, me van a matar. And I feel bad. To this day, I feel bad. To this day, I feel like, damn, this is my fault, you know. For
I feel like it was a crazy time, dude.
Yeah,
Like even
man.
describing it now, it feels like a movie, like a
Yeah.
zombie movie,
Yeah,
like
bro.
quarantine and you know you can't see them, and it's like you're gonna get it, and you know the nurses and the doctors. I mean, they were overwhelmed by
no
thousands
yeah.
of people coming in. It's just I feel like it was very mishandled.
It was, bro. It
Now
was.
that we're looking at it,
Oh
you know
yeah,
that it passed.
yeah, for sure. I mean, but yeah, but that hospital shit, bro. They stole my dad's chain. They stole this chain. They gave me back. They gave me back his pendant. They gave me back his pendant. This is mine, but they gave me back his pendant, which is this, and then they gave me back his ring. Pero la cadena no la tuvieron, bro. Se la quitaron los cabrones.
Really?
Yeah, bro. So that's
Not
why
the
I have-
hospital. The work. One of the workers
Who
there.
knows? Who knows? But that's why I have it here. So ever since then, I just put it here. First, I put it here for safekeeping, and then there was like an argument between my brothers. Chingens and cabrones. I'm gonna keep it. So but yeah, bro, that hospital.
Yeah, COVID. I mean, we lost a lot of people. A lot of
man, it
people
sucks,
that,
man.
you know, their time was cut short. You know,
Oh,
because of
yeah.
all this, and it's crazy how there's no like so what no responsible
Yes,
people.
yes.
My uncle, may he rest in peace. He had just gotten a kidney transplant that he was waiting for years, and dude, the coolest uncle, super funny, super nice, and he got sick, and he ended up in the hospital. Y lo mismo, he was like, no, aquí no, porque me van a matar, and dude, he ended up passing away, and they said, everybody, you know, you tripped and hit your knee and you're dead because of COVID.
Yeah.
So
So check this out. During COVID, hospitals, the Congress passed $100 billion provider relief fund to help hospitals cope with
Yep.
the cost. Roughly $108,000 per hospital bed. If ventilated, an extra $49,000.
the
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
How do you incentivize that?
Yeah,
You don't want them on that respirator.
Yeah, bro.
And
So
we're like, let's see how we like. Nah,
No,
do it a little bit, you know.
bro, neta, bro. And the thing is that my dad was I'm not sure he was an Olympic swimmer, but supposedly he was like for the national team for Mexico. I'm not sure what's going on.
How old was he when he died?
He died at 77, bro. But this
Okay.
guy was like walking, talking, driving. He was an active person, bro. This is not just like he still changed tires, bro. He still helped me out, you know. And so that's why, like, but he was a swimmer. He's a strong swimmer, and you know, swimmers have big lungs, bro. Like they could breathe, you know, for long periods of times. So that's why it was just so crazy that he died this way, you know. It really sucks.
I feel like the hard part's the closure too, because when my uncle passed away, it was weeks, dude, before we could bury him. And you don't
that
get,
was even a shit show too for us.
it's so like you don't feel like when they told me he passed away, like it was kind of like, did he pass away? Because there was no let's go see him, let's go bury him, let's get, you know, there's something very powerful when a loved one passes, you get with the family and you have that
kind of
closure.
yeah.
And we didn't have that for
Yeah.
maybe more. I think it was even more than a month.
Bro, there's times where I'm like, you know what, like, my dad's still at the hospital. Like, when he first passed, I couldn't fathom that he had passed. Like, cause even the burial, bro, it was like a scene from, like, I don't know, man, from like what's that one movie with that monkey that has that disease and he goes on the plane and whatever. Anyways, but it was like that. Like, everybody had to be quarantined. You had to be like 20 feet away from the actual body.
That's so.
And so the body was already in its casket and then in its concrete burial. So we didn't even see it. We just saw them put a concrete tomb inside the ground. Like, we had, bro, that's what it was. It sucked, bro. I was glad that I found we found a mortuary that let us even have a service from far away. He had to have a net. He had to have like a glass sealant, and we had to be 20 feet away from him. And then all of us on the rows, we had to be 10 feet apart from each other. So, like, there's like little groups of, like,
People trip out. They think this is not like it actually happened.
No,
Like,
yeah, it happened.
all this stuff was put in place that it was just crazy time.
Yeah.
It's always hard. I feel like one of the things that really impacted me when I was young was when I started losing, my grandparents, that some of the family members couldn't go because my grandparents wanted to get buried in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the family members couldn't go.
Yeah,
And I didn't understand that as a kid.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I saw my dad crying was when my grandpa died. Luckily, my dad was able to cross. He had papers and all that. But I kind of felt like I kind of did put a bad, kind of like a sense of injustice to me as a kid, saying, why can't my dad have closure with all his family members?
Yeah.
Like, his dad just died.
Yeah.
But it was all, they having the immigration status and all that. So I remember growing up, dude, that I was like, man, that's so unjust. Like, people don't think about it. As a lot of immigrant people, they sacrifice a lot.
Yeah, man.
And yes, there's going to be people saying, yeah, well, they should do it the right way, this and that. All that stuff to the side. They are human beings.
Right. Okay. So what's the right way? So go through this country, do the paperwork, the long ass lines and all that. I get that. All right. But the founding forefathers tampoco no tenían papeles when they came over.
Really? I thought
they just came over. No, they just came over and said, "Hey, I'm a land here, and this is where I'm gonna stay."
Well, that's what a lot of people forget, right? That everybody's immigrant unless you're Native American, right?
But that's the thing. I mean, but even Native American there, I mean, that goes from son Aztecas, son Mayas, son Mexicas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Cherokee,
yeah, bro.
Navajo, Apache.
Yeah, no, we're all from that bloodline.
So I always feel like a lot of people sometimes do think like, oh, Danny, you're this and that. It's like, no, bro. I just feel like everybody, has a place. Everybody has a right to live to their best potential. But I feel like a lot of people think that I am like, oh, well, it's not that I'm pro-Mexican or pro-brown. I just feel like everybody should have an opportunity. And this does not mean open borders, right?
Yeah.
But it means like we all are striving for what's best for our children, our communities, and Europeans landed here in 1700s, and they are immigrants. They came on boats, just like my ancestors. They traveled up north from Mexico, and it's like we're all immigrants.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
we're all immigrants or descended from an immigrant.
So when I see people that say, well, you're a wetback or you're an illegal alien, like, what the fuck's so alien about me, bro? Like, I'm like, my bloodline and my genes have been here longer than the redwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Trees that are 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
What's alien to you?
No.
And it's like, it's ugly. I feel
Yeah,
like
it
it's
is,
ugly,
it is, it
and
is,
it's
it
like
is.
you come here to this country from Europe because you're fleeing the monarchy, because you're fleeing the poverty, because you're fleeing the disease.
No,
Not for freedom of
no,
religion. Not
no,
what they tell you in
no.
school is because it was
Not,
bad.
not for the spices. Not, no,
Not
no.
not because you're looking for India. It's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's bad over there.
Oh yeah.
There's
yeah.
a lot of bad hombres over
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
So it's like you're coming to this new country, fertile country, new country, and what you're accusing us, a lot of the first European immigrants did: rape, pillage, steal,
Yeah.
murder. Maybe 10%. I don't know what's the percentage. I know not all of them were doing all that
No,
bad
of course
stuff.
not. Yeah.
Just like not all the immigrants that have come have done bad stuff.
No,
right?
yeah, of course not. No.
I feel
yeah.
like everybody, the majority of human beings wants what's best for their kids, their children, and for your neighbors. But, it does get sometimes identity politics where, it gets tribal.
Oh, yeah.
And it gets tribal fast.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it should get tribal, I guess, and like in a good way, if that makes sense. Like, if we all got together, if all Latinos got together, we actually we're in for one another. Because there's some Latinos that don't like each other. Like, hey, you know what? Well, hope he does bad, or nomás le está yendo bien porque está vendiendo. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But
What is it? What is it?
I don't
I don't
know.
understand. Like, I can understand if you're European and you have sometimes a certain way, but I don't understand if you're Mexican or Mexican descent and go against your own people.
Why? What? I don't get that. You want people to progress. I mean,
I feel like they need to do a study and figure out what causes that. How are you gonna go against your own,
your own raza,
your own raza, your own
gente.
upbringing, your own culture,
No.
and it doesn't mean that you gotta choose sides. It means that you're going against yourself,
We
which I don't understand.
we kick each other in our own ass, man.
I feel like it has to do with upbringing.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to do with, for me, growing up, people sometimes tell me, Danny, why you always defend Mexico? I'm like, bro, that's all like, I was raised with my parents. I was raised with my tias, with my primos, with my brothers.
we were raised with the idea that, hey, you know what, our motherland is Mexico, and we should protect it, and we should honor it and save it and all that. But it's crazy because when we go over there, they didn't even like us. The first generation here, they don't. I mean, I try to keep it cool, pero pues de bola me miran la cara de güero or just my accent alone, and what the hell are they doing here,
I hear that. I've been there, and for me, I'm always, a visitor, right? So
Yeah,
I'm always
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
and
no,
even
no.
if I speak Spanish, they know
Yeah.
I'm not from there.
Oh yeah, for sure. De volada se nota en la ropa, en cómo uno actúa.
And I don't like that saying that, the worst enemy of a Mexican is another Mexican.
Yeah. I hate
But
that.
as I get older and I see
You
what's
see
going
it.
on with the politics, then I go, wait. I was like, fuck. Like, maybe that there is
there is a
thing
stigma
to,
like that. Yeah.
because I do get attacked more from my own people.
I'm sure.
That,
sure.
oh, why don't you go back to Mexico and do your business there? But I'm like, why? I was born here. Like, why don't you go back to Slovakia or wherever and go do a business over there?
I mean, what's the Statue of Liberty say? Give me your hungry, give me your poor, give me your tired and stuff like that. You
Yeah,
know?
I feel like people forget, bro. And it's like, it's just having a conversation. I know, dude, you're not any better than me. No,
Yeah.
dude. Like, we're
all
you're
human
I'm
beings.
not saying I'm
man.
better. I'm not saying you're better. We're all
Yeah.
equal, and I
Yeah.
see you as my equal.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bow down to you.
No,
I'm
of
not gonna
course
walk
not.
around eggshells. Like, no,
Why
dude.
should you?
Like, you have accomplished. Like, we're all based on our own merit.
Yep.
And if I don't know, dude. I feel like he stokes a lot of hate inside people that they have.
Yeah, for sure.
And how do you fix that? I don't know. I just stay away.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. It's. I could jump in the rabbit hole with a bunch of people, and I could dish it out as much as I could grab it too as well. But it just I feel like right now where we're at, it's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard to even go one way a little bit or go the other way. And that's why I say again, I vote Green Party, bro.
Danny, you're woke. You don't
Yeah,
know.
bro. Like,
Obama deported more people and this and that.
You're a Zionist. You're, I don't know, man.
I had somebody tell me one time, they're like, on my DMs, they're like, Danny, well, I knew this guy, a business owner. He was like, Danny, you shouldn't spread false information. They're only going after the criminals. 1 week later, dude, they freaking pulled him over with his guys. They were close to a dump site. Everybody got searched, and he's all like, dude, I felt so violated.
Yeah.
He goes, they literally stopped us
They're doing
because of how we look. And I was like, bro, like,
yes.
I mean, I didn't
that's
say anything like,
man.
oh, rub it in, but I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, man, that's fucked up. Like,
that's what's going on right now, bro. They're stereotyping us Latinos just like if we were cholos, I guess. You know, like hey,
that's back in the suit.
Yeah, remember that?
days,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole first scene of American Me, right there. That's the zoot suits.
And that's what I don't understand. It's like, if we're all equal, if you see me as your equal, your brother, you know, because I have a lot of colleagues in the industry that are white, black, you know, different races, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they see what's going on, and you see that our constitutional rights are being violated.
But they don't say nothing.
Like, bro, you're seeing that. Like, I would speak up for, like, if it was on the other side and I see you guys getting fucked with, I'll be like, bro, that's not cool. I know you personally.
Yeah,
But
man.
you're not saying anything because you love that dude. Like,
yeah.
what does he do for you? Like, I
Yeah,
don't
bro.
get it.
Yeah, man.
It, like, they're literally violating our constitutional rights, stopping you from being at the store. But like, yeah, but they're not taking you to jail. But still, bro, you
What do
don't
you
know
mean
how
that
to.
doesn't- yeah.
You're being profiled,
Yeah, man.
and I see a lot of people being cool with it.
You know what it is, man. It's, I guess like the prison yard right now, man. That's what it feels like. Hey, your people's your people, and these people are these people, and those people are those people. Like, hey, no te metas, and look, you can't be in the middle. Like, you got to pick a side.
But even in the prison yard, there's respect among
for
all the
sure.
races.
For sure.
You know,
for
you
sure.
don't mess with them. You make sure that nobody messes with them, and you all, you know. And yeah, you can't be from one race and then jump to the other one,
You can't do that,
and then
man.
be like, hey.
But I honestly think it's because it's not happening to them, and that's why.
But what about like for the Latinos for Trump? Like, you're seeing, we're getting profiled. You're seeing that, you know, there's family members of yours that are being taken or profiled, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
and you know, a lot of them have businesses and they're profiting. Like, how is that not? And that's true. Like, I honestly say it, asking the question, because I know that this podcast will be watched 5 years from now when all this shit's over, and we literally had to be having this conversation.
Yeah.
Why are there so many people still supporting Trump?
Yeah.
So I'll say his name. Why is people still supporting Trump after all the stuff he's doing to your people?
Yeah.
To be like, but I'm American. Yes, I'm American too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm as American as a freaking rodeo. Like, I'm American too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not.
I like country music.
Yeah.
I like whiskey. Shit.
So you know, there's Mexican Americans, European Americans, Black Americans, Asian Americans. We're all American.
No.
We just come from a different place, but we're
No.
all here in this country.
No.
But
So the Supreme Court, they tried to make it. I guess the order is called Nolan versus Vasquez or something. It's an emergency, whatever. Anyways, they didn't. The court didn't write a detailed opinion saying racial profiling is legal. Instead, it said federal agents could continue enforcement that might involve profiling. Pretty much.
It was in
like a profile.
It was in Arizona, right? It was in Arizona.
But I mean, they pretty much gave the green light to it.
Yeah.
They feel like, you know what, he fits the profile,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I guess it falls down to like if they were right or not. Like,
Yeah.
Monte today, I saw the video.
Oh yeah.
You could tell they were workers. They probably,
Bro, like right away, man.
Yeah.
It's two guys, bro, digging a ditch. in the ditch, bro. And you had a bunch of people trying to defend him, like, hey, don't talk to him. You had one talking to him in Spanish, hey, no les diga nada, this and that. And it just, it kind of sucks, you know. And you had the agents right there. They're all masked up. And you had another person trying to say, hey, you know what, the governor passed a law, you can't wear a mask and stuff like that. At that moment in time, I guess you're trying to prove a point, you know. But it's like it just sucks, man, all the way around, man. It just, there's the pobres que están allí chingándole, partiendo la madre. And they got taken. They got taken right there, you know.
It's like when they raided the fields in Fresno. It's like, and then there's people in California that are supporting them. Like, how are you supporting somebody attacking your food structure? Like, that's how we all get our food, our vegetables, our tomatoes, and you're applauding it. Like, these people are literally working. What are they doing when they're at Home Depot? They're purchasing material that comes with taxes. They're going to go build something for somebody that they're going to collect money. They're going to use that money to buy stuff. So it's like, why are you hurting us? Like, why are you hurting the economy? Like,
bro, I think I seen it somewhere, like illegal aliens contributed like 1.2 trillion dollars into like taxes and Social Security, but they're not going to get into that.
It's all propaganda, dude. It's all propaganda. People are brainwashed. Like, I had a conversation with somebody, and she said, Danny, I have granddaughters. I don't want them getting raped. That tells you everything, bro.
I mean,
and I was like, oh my God, okay. Like, that's what she said. She said, Danny, and she's Mexican, bro.
no mames.
And she said, Danny, I have granddaughters, and I don't want them getting raped.
I mean, okay, one, when are you going to put this, like, when are you ever going to have your granddaughters ever in this situation?
It's because they watch Fox News,
Yeah,
and you know all the people that came
like,
over are doing all
Are you
this
telling
bad
me
stuff.
that your granddaughters are always going to be by themselves at all times? Are you telling me that?
Well,
you're not
I didn't know that only immigrants are the ones capable of rape, because all the fools at Epstein Island were fucking not immigrants. So
that's it for sure. Rating yourself down now. Oh, that's another
Clip
case.
it.
Yeah, damn,
Clip
bro.
it.
Damn, man.
Clip it and
I
send
mean,
it to those.
I mean, what's this Friday, right?
What happened to the Epstein files?
No. They're gonna
You need
release it this
papers,
Friday.
no, to-
No, it's this Friday. I know, right? Oh,
So you
man.
know none of my homies are there.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
They're gonna release it finally.
This is Friday, right? Yeah, this
They're
Friday
gonna release
releasing.
the files that didn't exist.
They're gonna release the file, and then what's his face came on saying that they're gonna release only a certain amount, so the public safety.
They want to protect the
of
victims.
it, but it's like, what are you talking? Like, no, it's like a way they word it, so they won't, like, our justice system won't collapse. Basically, like, hey, there's so many people involved in this sucker, like, we can't release all the names because the people won't believe our justice system, like our government.
I just get so blown away how long things take. Like, to get.
Bro, that's ridiculous. That was quick. Like, that's. I mean, that was quick. That was so slow as hell. Like a bunch of other things have happened between now and then. Like, it's ridiculous.
Like, if there's a shooter somewhere, right away, it was this, it was that, it was a trans, it was this, it was that. In 1 hour, they already know who it was.
Yeah.
A bunch of billionaires and millionaires went to an island for like 20 years and raped underage girls. Whatever, you can't say the word. Went and did horrible things to underage girls, and this just our biggest FBI, CIA, DEA, they can't figure it out.
Bro, you have flight logs. You have cell phones tracking going to the island. Come on, you're not gonna tell me you guys are the FBI, you guys are the CIA.
They
guys
need to
can't track this.
They need to put 50 Cent on it so he can fucking go in there and expose it like Diddy.
50 Cent knows a lot of shit, bro.
He'll get the tapes.
Hey man, he knows a lot of stuff, man.
Even Stephen Hawking made it in the wheelchair. Bro.
Imagine, shut up, man.
It's you know it's funny, but it's sad, right? And
it's tragic, bro. It's tragic. And that's what I told my friend one time. It's people with too much money.
it corrupts.
It's people with too much money because people with too much money, they get to a point where they have everything, and they want to get the stuff that they can't get. Yeah, like Diddy. Like, hey, you know what? I've had a bunch of
Diddy.
chicks. I've had a bunch of chicks. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me get a dude. I mean, no, that's that's what it is. And you get to that level of like entertainment and feria, it's like, pues, ¿a qué le das? You know, it's like, yeah, you've done all the drugs, you've done all the coke, you've done all the beers, you've done all the airplanes, you've done all the Alizé you want and stuff like that. Okay, well, yeah, let me get something like a kid. Like, come on, dude. Like, yeah, that's mental. That's your moral compass, like off its rocker, bro, and that's not good.
And I feel like when we get older, you kind of start paying attention to all that, and it's just more
Oh,
depressing,
yeah.
right? You kind of
It's-
figure out what the government's doing, and it's like, fuck, man. Like, really?
It sucks, bro. It sucks because we are so many. Like we are the people, right? Right, but it's
And we're so divided, but
very divided.
We like, I always see people on the right or the alt right or America First, whatever. I always see them as just normal people, but they've been fed that narrative.
yeah,
And same thing with the people that are so left and extreme,
yeah,
And they always say, "Well, I don't want boys in the girls' bathroom." Nobody does.
yeah.
Nobody does, dude. If there's 1% of people that do want it, and it's the extreme left, then you use that to rally up the extreme right and say they want to put boys. It's like, no, dude, nobody
Bro.
wants that. Nobody wants that.
I know. I have a few friends. They're homosexuals, gays, whatever they call them. They're good friends of mine. Like I don't want that. It's like I wouldn't want boys going into girls' restrooms. Like, no, I wouldn't want that. Like it's
Or women competing in
bro,
men's sports. Like,
but-
nobody wants that.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, there's a man's sport, there's a woman's sport for a reason. It's like, hey, let's keep that division there. I've seen clips of like guys like beating girls' records that have been there for like years by like 2 minutes in track or by like 15 seconds in swimming. It's like that's a lot. That's extreme. It's like. It sucks. It really, really sucks. But I don't know, man. I honestly think it's the big man. It's the big brother trying to make our minds focus on other shit. Just so like that, we don't see the big picture. Just like that, we get ourselves off of Epstein Island. Hey, this is going on. Hey, you know what? Screw the whole thing with trying to mess up Ukraine because they're the ones. 40% of our food comes from there.
The
like
corn.
Yeah. I mean, just they try to keep our minds away from everything else because of the bigger picture, and so it sucks, man. It's crazy out there right now.
Yeah, it can go down the rabbit hole. I always recommend, at the end of the day, do good, treat everybody with respect, treat people how you want to be treated, and that will take you a long way. And I try not to fight with people over politics or have these conversations. If I know they're on that side, and okay, you're on that side, then time will tell, right? Let me do me. I'll do me. I'll sleep at night. You do you, and then time will tell, right?
Yeah.
I can't undo 5 days a week of Fox, bro, and 3 hours a day.
No
like
way.
I can't
I
undo that in 20 minutes.
No, of course not. Of course not.
So
But-
I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is though too, it sucks because then you do prove them wrong, but where's your relationship go with that person?
Yeah.
It goes out the window. So it's
But then is that relationship worth having if they're
No,
not
it's
if they're not even
if they're not
ready
even
to
open
defend their
com-
own people?
Yeah, they're not even ready to have that kind of discussion or anything. Then no, yeah, of course.
So it kind of gets a little, you know.
Yeah. I try to kick it with like-minded people like me, and like this. This is awesome. This is the first time I met you, Dan. It's
Yeah.
we're right there, dude. Like
Yeah.
I like we were talking earlier, and it's just it's cool. It's cool when you find somebody and you mesh that, and then you could speak freely and
We all have similar stories, you know,
Yeah.
the struggle, the upbringing,
yeah.
and that's the beauty of this podcast is you can have these conversations and people are going to relate to your story, growing up and what happened with your dad and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it because they see that and they can see strength in that and be like, you know what? If he did it, I can do it. Or if I can make amends with my father, I'm going to try to make amends with my father, before it's too late.
Yeah, man. The whole thing about earlier about trying to take pictures and stuff like that. That's one recommendation I give to everybody who still has both their parents. Take a lot of pictures. Take a lot of pictures. Videos for sure. Videos, pictures. It's crazy with AI. With like, you could take a picture and it can move, bro. That brings tears in my eyes, man. Sometimes when I did that with my dad's picture, like, man, that's crazy. And the thing is, since back then it was kind of weird taking pictures with the phones, you know. It's like, oh, let's take a picture. Like, pa que quiero esa chingadera, tomando foto, you know. But now it's like now it's like instant regret. Like,
don't take pictures of your food. But
but now it's like instant regret. Like, I wish I would take more pictures of my parents.
Doesn't Bad Bunny have that picture? Hubiera tomado más fotos.
No, really?
You guys are not on Bad Bunny?
I don't listen to Bad Bunny.
Well, the Super Bowl, you're gonna listen to him.
I know, right? And that's another guy right there.
My Manny, he had a bunch of videos of my grandparents, like a bunch of old videos, and I never heard my grandpa talk, because when I was young, he already had he couldn't talk. He was missing a leg.
Oh shit.
So yeah, my grandpa was already
Okay.
So I never heard him talk, laugh, nothing. Right? I just remember him.
Yeah.
In the wheelchair.
You remember that he existed.
Yes, he existed, and he would motion things, but he didn't talk. My grandma, yes. And he remastered these videos and put them on YouTube. So I'm watching my parents, dude, that passed away, like they're walking by a party together, laughing, young, and I'm like, dude, heard my mom's voice, and I was like, damn, that's how she sounded like.
Damn.
And then I heard my grandpa laugh, which I had never heard in like 35 years. I never heard this man.
Yeah.
But I heard him laugh, and I was like, dude, that's the G right there.
Yeah.
Like that's the guy that made it all happen.
Yeah, man.
And just listening to his laugh, like you say, is very powerful.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and that's why I always say, like, you know, I'm not a transformer, dude. I can never switch up. Like I you know, that's, to me, that's everything, bro. You know, just my upbringing, the struggle.
Yeah.
You know, coming from nothing. You know, from a little rural town in Michoacan, like a little hut.
Yeah.
No running water, no toilet, no education.
Yeah, man. That's the they call it generational wealth, but I honestly think it's generational living, bro. It's like, hey, our great grandparents lived, and then our parents came over, and now we're trying to do something better, you know.
And those stories are very empowering. I feel like those stories are always great. You know, you use their stories.
No, yeah, man. I mean, it's you like to pretend that maybe you lived through them, and it's like hey, pues I was a nut in my dad's sack or whatever, you know.
I don't think I go to that extent, but
no, I'm joking, but to a point where, like, hey, man, like it's his blood's running through me. It's like, you know what I mean? It's my great grandfather running through his blood running through me, and I gotta show him, and I gotta show that I'm doing good, and I gotta make them proud. You know what I mean? And hopefully they're watching from heaven. And they are proud of us. You know, proud of me. You know, so
that's why when I'm stressed, dude, I just think about my parents, and I'm like, they came to this country with no money, no language. And they were able to make stuff happen, raise us crazy kids. Yeah. What are you stressed about?
Neta.
Sending out some emails, collecting some checks. Yeah, really? That's your stress?
The mortgage and all that?
You know, I hear stories about my dad in Tijuana trying to get money to buy milk for one of my brothers.
Crazy.
And that he, at the time, I don't know, they were, because when my parents came from Michoacan, they landed in Tijuana for a little bit, and then they came across illegally. Nah, just kidding. They came across, and it was during that time that, you know, they were struggling. And one of my aunts the other day, I went over there, she told me that story, and I was like, fuck, man. Now that I'm a father, I'm like, I cannot imagine not having milk for my son.
What would you do? You know, it's like, it's yeah. You put yourself in the situations in their shoes and like that, and it just opens you up, and it
just gives you more drive, dude. More drive and more like, nah, bro, I gotta do this. I gotta
do more.
Repay that. You know what they did for us, the sacrifice, because they did it, you know, for us to have a better living.
Exactly.
You know, because there wasn't opportunities out there in Mexico at the time, and the only opportunity they saw was come to this great country, and start a life. My kid's gonna be a lawyer, a doctor. I remember
Yeah,
growing up, my
yeah.
mom would tell me,
It's
son,
not me, but my kid is.
yep, it's all
Yeah.
for the kids.
Yeah.
She would tell me, you can, in this country, she never talked bad about this country, ever. I never
Yeah.
heard her say anything bad.
My dad was so proud to be here, bro. He actually go to voting polls and try to be like a helper for
Oh,
people
really?
to vote. I swear, bro. He'd be there trying to translate for them as well. You know, so yeah, bro. I feel for you on that one. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this was the land of opportunity and dream, and to this day it still is. I remember they used to tell me, Danny, you could be a lawyer, doctor, you could be the next president of the United States. She would tell me, like they were just full of so much hope
Yeah.
for us, and that's what I hope that the American dream still lives on.
I hope so too, man.
It will through
Yeah,
us.
I hope so, man. I
It
hope
is.
so.
We're living it.
I hope so.
We're living it, bro.
It's just right now it sucks, bro. Right
It's
now,
right
sucks
now it's a little cloudy.
for all the newbies that want to have that life, man. It sucks, man.
Yeah. Right now it does. It's a little bit harder,
Yeah.
but we're here. We're doing it. We're living
Mhm.
example of the American dream and the
Yeah.
opportunities. Even though sometimes I can get a little negative, but I
But
feel like it's not
It's not negative. It's just frustration, bro.
frustration.
Yeah, it's frustration, dude. Yeah, I mean, what this doesn't make you frustrated? It frustrates the hell out of me, man.
Yeah, when I watch the news and I see, oh, they're doing this or they're gonna release this, and then it's like, bro,
It was time coming.
yeah, but yeah, all right, Gabriel. Well,
It was great, man.
dude, I think we got a little bit off track or
I know,
on
right?
track,
We
or
went everywhere at
we
this
fucking
this
collapsed
podcast.
a couple buildings.
I didn't even know
and
it's neta que sí, man. Hey,
became
man.
some hunters.
It's neta, bro.
But there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I came here to promote my stuff, but nah, man, I like talking to you,
Promote
bro.
yourself, bro.
Yeah. Oh no, nothing. No, just that. Just Johnny's Tires, Johnny's Barbershop. Always here to help you guys out every day. Eyes of Joy, baby. I mean, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool. This is our new thing. Like I said, with me and my partners, a nonprofit, and so it's all about the kids. We're gonna do something next month. We're gonna have a golf tournament as well. Hopefully, you could jump on that. It'd be cool,
Golf,
Yeah, golf tournament.
bro. I cannot play golf. I don't
Don't
know how.
trip. You just drink a little bit. Just shoot
That's
a
what it
little-
is,
you know
I
what I mean?
drink.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's a time for you to have exercise too. You walk around on the green, bro. You walk around the green, have a few chelas, hit a few balls, and don't want to eat to the kids. It's always fun, bro. It's always fun. Then you get to meet people like me or other friends of mine. So
It's
which
for a
is
good
cool.
cause.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's for a good cause, why not, right? Have good times. But yeah, man. For the most part, that, and then yeah, and then well, once again, Chris Foster Company. You guys are awesome. Without you guys, I wouldn't be living my dad's dream, and owning our shop and owning our property. So that's awesome. But dude, I want to come back, bro, and just talk about
Yeah.
talk about
come
the
back
whole,
after the Epstein files get released.
Oh,
and
that'd
then,
be awesome.
then
bro.
we'll see if the world still,
That'd
if
be
the
awesome.
judicial system hasn't
Yeah,
collapsed.
man, it's gonna be.
It's a crazy time.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm so glad we're doing this, actually, because I'm like, I'm gonna look back at this and I'm gonna be like, what? Either I'm really wrong or I'm gonna be proven right. But,
no way, bro. I mean, no, bro. The.
or I'm gonna have a secret meeting with them and then be like,
Nah.
hey, it's all
They're gonna tell us the truth and like,
Yeah.
hey, shut the hell up or
keep it low pro.
or keep it low.
Join the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah, exactly. They're join the yeah.
No, just if we can take something away from it, just treat everybody with respect, right?
Neta que sí.
And we'll get over this,
Neta que
just
sí.
like anything.
Yeah, treat everybody how you would like to be treated. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neta que sí.
All right, man.
All right,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it's a great one, man.